Hello everyone, and welcome to UFO Evidence. Today we're diving deep into a question that has captivated humanity for centuries. Are we alone in the universe? For many, the answer is a resounding no. The evidence, they say, is all around us, hidden in plain sight, scattered throughout history and even recorded by our own modern technology. From ancient cave paintings depicting strange figures with large heads and eyes, to medieval tapestries showing disc-shaped objects in the sky, our ancestors seem to have been documenting encounters with something beyond their understanding. Take, for instance, the Nazca lines in Peru. These massive geoglyphs etched into the desert floor thousands of years ago can only be fully appreciated from the air. Some designs are simple geometric shapes, while others depict animals. But a few are truly bizarre, like the figure often called the astronaut. Why would an ancient culture create art that could only be seen from the sky? Were they trying to communicate with beings who traveled through the heavens? While archaeologists have their theories, many believe these lines were signals or landing strips for extraterrestrial visitors. Then there are the countless stories from ancient civilizations worldwide. The Sumerian texts, some of the oldest writings known to man, speak of the Anunnaki, gods who came from the sky to create and guide humanity. The Hopi people have legends of the ant people, who saved them from cataclysms by taking them to underground shelters. In India, ancient Sanskrit texts like the Mahabharata and Ramayana describe flying machines called vimanas. These weren't just simple gliders. The texts detail their propulsion systems, their ability to hover, travel vast distances, and even become invisible. Were these just flights of fancy? Or were they descriptions of advanced technology witnessed by ancient people? The sheer consistency of these stories across different cultures, separated by vast oceans and thousands of years, is staggering. They all tell a similar tale: powerful beings from the stars, possessing incredible knowledge and technology, interacting with early humans. Skeptics often dismiss these as myths or misinterpretations of natural phenomena. But could it be that our ancestors were simply recording their history, a history that includes contact with extraterrestrial life? As we move into more recent history, the evidence becomes more tangible and, for many, more convincing. The modern UFO era arguably began in 1947 with Kenneth Arnold's famous sighting of 9 crescent-shaped objects flying at incredible speeds near Mount Rainier. This event coined the term flying saucer and opened the floodgates. Suddenly, people all over the world started reporting similar sightings. The Roswell incident, also in 1947, took this to another level. The official story is that a weather balloon crashed in the New Mexico desert, but countless witnesses, including military personnel, have come forward over the years to claim it was something else entirely: a crashed alien spacecraft, complete with recovered extraterrestrial bodies. The government's handling of Roswell set a precedent for secrecy and denial that would continue for decades. But the sightings didn't stop. Throughout the Cold War, UFOs were frequently reported over sensitive military installations and nuclear weapons facilities. Many high-ranking officials believed these objects were of extraterrestrial origin and posed a potential national security threat. The famous Project Blue Book was the U.S. Air Force's official study of UFOs. While its public conclusion was that there was no evidence of alien craft, the project's own scientific consultant, Dr. J. Allen Hynek, later became a vocal proponent of the UFO phenomenon, stating that a significant percentage of cases remained unexplained. In the 21st century, the game has changed. The conversation is no longer confined to hushed tones and fringe communities. In 2017, the world was stunned when the New York Times published a bombshell report revealing the existence of a secret Pentagon program, the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or AATIP. This wasn't a historical footnote. It was a modern, taxpayer-funded program to investigate UFOs, or as the government now calls them, unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs. Along with this revelation came the release of 3 incredible videos, confirmed by the Pentagon as authentic. These videos, codenamed FLIR 1, Gimbal, and Go Fast, were captured by U.S. Navy fighter pilots. They show objects performing maneuvers that defy our current understanding of physics. In the gimbal video, you can hear the pilot's astonishment as an object rotates against the wind without any visible means of propulsion. In the Go Fast video, an object skims above the water at incredible speed. These aren't blurry, grainy photos from the 1950s. This is high-resolution, military-grade sensor data, corroborated by multiple witnesses, including some of the best-trained pilots on the planet. Commander David Fravor, one of the pilots who encountered the Tic Tac UAP in 2004, has spoken extensively about his experience. He described an object that mirrored his F-18's movements, then accelerated at a speed he had never witnessed, disappearing in an instant. It had no wings, no rotors, no visible exhaust plume. It was, in his words, something not from this world. These encounters are not isolated incidents. In recent years, hundreds of similar reports from military personnel have been collected and analyzed. In June 2021, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence released a preliminary assessment on UAPs. While the report was largely inconclusive, it made one thing clear. These phenomena are real, and they are a potential threat to flight safety and national security. Of the 144 incidents analyzed, only one was identified with high confidence, and it was a large, deflating balloon. The other 143 remain unexplained. The report stated that these UAPs demonstrate advanced technology and appear to have the ability to remain stationary in high winds, move against the wind, maneuver abruptly, or move at considerable speed without discernible means of propulsion. Beyond government reports and military encounters, we have the phenomenon of physical trace evidence. In cases of alleged UFO landings, strange indentations have been found in the ground, soil samples have shown unusual chemical compositions or radiation levels, and vegetation in the area has been inexplicably dehydrated or burned in circular patterns. The Rendlesham Forest incident in the UK in 1980 is a prime example. U.S. Air Force personnel stationed at RAF Bentwaters reported seeing a strange craft land in the nearby forest. They described a metallic, triangular object with lights. The next day, investigators found depressions in the ground where the object was said to have landed, and radiation readings were significantly higher than normal background levels. Then there are abduction experiences. This is perhaps the most controversial aspect of the UFO phenomenon. But for those who claim to have lived through it, it is terrifyingly real. Thousands of people from all walks of life, all over the world, have reported being taken against their will by non-human beings. While the details vary, common themes emerge: being floated through walls or windows into a craft, being subjected to medical-style examinations, and having memories of the event that are either fragmented or recovered through hypnosis. Many abductees are found to have strange, unexplained scars or even small metallic objects embedded in their bodies. While many of these experiences can be explained by psychological factors, the sheer number and consistency of the reports make them difficult to dismiss entirely. So where does this leave us? We have ancient art and texts describing sky gods and flying machines. We have decades of credible sightings by pilots, military personnel, and civilians. We have official government documents and videos confirming the existence of objects that defy conventional explanation. We have physical trace evidence and thousands of personal testimonies. Skeptics demand a smoking gun, an alien body on a slab, or a crashed ship in a hangar for all to see. But perhaps the evidence is not a single, undeniable piece. Perhaps it's a mosaic, a collection of thousands of pieces of data that, when viewed together, paint a compelling picture. A picture that suggests we are not alone, and that we have been visited for a very, very long time. The question is no longer, do UFOs exist? The government has already answered that. The question now is, what are they and where do they come from? As we continue to look to the skies, one thing is certain: the search for answers has never been more exciting. Thank you for joining us on UFO Evidence. What do you think is the most compelling piece of evidence for alien contact? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this journey through the evidence as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the unknown. We'll see you next time.